Hong. I'm your host. I'm sure that you guys have noticed that R.C. Essick has not been here in a while. It's because I am very, very pleased to announce, and he is too, that he has done his own spin-off under Effitt Broadcasting called The Mondays, which is going to be premiering on Monday, March the 3rd with Joey No-Nose Essig and Allison Rush. Here at the Partisan, it will be live streamed, and it will also be available for later viewing. So please tune in. Sorry about all the RC lovers out there. I love him too, and I hate that he's not here, but you're going to have to settle with me. So welcome to Overkill. We are broadcasting from the Partisan, Strong Libations on Main Street. Come on down. Wednesday night karaoke. Woo-hoo. Today I have two very special guests. All my guests are so special. Matt Robinson. Oh. What did you say? No, you got to say it again.
Special ed.
Yes. No, nothing. Matt Robinson. Ben Davidson.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks.
Yeah. Matt Robinson is a local playwright and screenwriter. You did the Playhouse Merced.
Born and raised.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that last year.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
I heard about it. I went to it the year before. Joey No-Nose wrote a play that I really liked, and then I kind of had a cool idea, and so I just submitted it, and they dug it, I guess.
And really, really quick, for the viewers that don't know Born and Raised is a yearly Playhouse Merced project that invites local playwrights to come in and write plays about just local scene, anything Merced, Merced-centric.
Yeah.
That's what they focus on. So, okay, go ahead. I just realized maybe some people would not know, so, okay.
Yeah, totally. I kind of cheated. Mine wasn't really about Merced. I think I put in the synopsis, like, they're in a mental facility in Merced, California. There's absolutely no mention of Merced ever.
We got a mental facility.
I'm
We
from
do.
Merced, and I wrote it,
Right.
so it's kind of from Merced.
We have Sandy Mush.
Yeah,
That's close enough.
We have Sandy Mush. There's so many cameras on me. I feel like I shot the president, or something. Like I feel like I did something. Like when you have a lot of cameras, you feel like you did something terrible.
You're cool.
But I didn't.
You're cool. It's just the
I
magic.
saw myself right there.
Yeah, it's weird.
The magic of broadcasting. Yeah, nobody ever knows what goes behind the scenes. So yeah. No, don't be intimidated. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So tell me about first of all the one act play that you did.
Yeah. It's a play. Sort of like the movie that we're doing. We're doing a movie with. Me and Ben are doing a movie together, and it's sort of like the movie's based on the play.
So did the movie come before the play, and you just decided to kind of do the one act,
so.
or
The movie came first, right?
Did it? I
or
thought you
was
said you
it
wrote the
based
one
on
act and
the
then
one act and
Yeah.
just
kind of
expanded?
that. Yeah.
I think they came together. I think I started the screenplay and abandoned it, and then wrote the one act and then finished it. But it's just about a guy who's in like a mental facility, and he has this disorder called Capgras, which is when you think that people in your life have been removed and replaced by actors. You think your life is like the Truman Show or something. And so he's in this facility for attacking trying to remove the face of the actor who plays his father. And
he does it pretty violently.
yeah, I think with a garden trowel, he tries to like rip his face off.
Yeah.
So he's.
Should I be afraid of you, Matt?
Yeah, no, I know.
It's all in his head. luckily.
Right.
Just in his head.
I'm kidding.
Ben,
I love you, man.
Ben tasked me to write a talking dog movie. He said my next
to be a
movie should
comedy.
feature a talking dog. It has to be a
It
comedy.
doesn't have to have a talking dog.
You said the main character has to be a dog.
It has to be a dog.
Well, if it doesn't talk, what the fuck is that? Just look at
Figure
a
it
dog.
out, man. That's
We're just
what
gonna
we
look
do.
at a dog for an hour and a half that doesn't talk.
It works. Make it work. That's the
You
point.
could do the cat growl thing and pretend that the dog's talking.
It's really a cat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. There's the twist.
Yeah.
So about that, then with the one acts, then it was just. I mean, you had 12 minutes to tell a story, and it was pretty powerful.
Oh, did you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so what I ended up doing, because I had this idea where he was having a conversation with his therapist, and he's sort of the unreliable narrator, where he's telling the audience what's really happening without realizing it himself. Like, well, my wife my wife's disappointed in me, therefore she can't actually be my wife. It must be a woman who. My wife said she doesn't love me anymore and she's gonna leave me. The actress who's playing her is doing a terrible job because my wife doesn't say those things.
Right.
And so I had that, and I thought that's kind of not interesting enough. So I had this other sort of surrealist conceit. Of
That
like,
wasn't interesting enough.
No,
Okay.
not for me. So I had this surrealist conceit where they're listening to a ball game, and as he sort of like falls more into his delusion, the ball game becomes more it becomes more chaotic to the point where the entire world is in darkness and everything is chaos on the outside because what's happening in him is externalized through the ball game.
Yeah, it was really interesting because it was timeless, but it was also, you didn't really know where reality and where fantasy just kind of came together. It was very
Yeah.
interesting.
And I think like I like things like that where it's like the best way to watch it is just to feel it and like not to think, well, why is it, and like don't try to make sense of it, but to go, okay, like this guy's descending into madness and this ball game's making me feel like uncomfortable, like the way he's probably feeling.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable, but it was also just, it was riveting. You know, it was really, really good. Yeah. It was a good one act. In fact, I think it was, you know, the best one act out of
Thank you.
the entire, I did. I'm sorry, everybody, but I did. I thought that it was so unusual, and so, it was just a good story, you know,
Yeah.
and told in, you know, 13.30 seconds,
Yeah.
you know. It was
13
pretty, yeah.
minutes or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So from there then, okay, and Ben has gotten involved with this, and Ben Davidson, you have no title on your slate with the Overkill thing. Normally, like, we put little titles, and you were like, I don't want a title. So okay,
I guess I'm the producer.
okay, the artist known as Ben.
helper.
Yeah, okay, helper.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you under.
I like to help.
Okay, so you guys got together and you decided then. I mean, now we were debating whether, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg. But you came by and you said, okay, well, let's put this together. Let's make a full-fledged
We've been
film.
talking about doing movies for a long time. We've seen a lot of local stuff, and it was always like, okay, well, that was a movie. And
Not
I
even
mean, I've
interesting.
wanted to do movies myself since I was a kid. Like when I graduated high school, I talked about going to film school and doing all that, wanting to be like Spielberg. And then I realized, I don't really care about it that much, and I also hate school, so it's not so good of an idea. And like I said, having worked with a couple of local people on some movies, and every single time the end result was just kind of a letdown. Like the quality was never where it should be, and it's like, okay, you guys didn't take the time to do this.
Right.
You didn't take the time to do this. You didn't take the time to make a good movie, and or write a good script. And we were talking about it, probably drunkenly, or
Probably
something.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and
the
we
Partisan
said,
or
yeah, we
17th
can.
Street.
Why don't we make a movie? Yeah, let's just do it, and yeah, let's take our time with it and make sure it gets done right, and try to make a quality movie for absolutely nothing if we can. And yeah, I think that we're on our way to doing it. So
Well, I find it interesting because, you know, I mean, you guys both live in Merced. You guys are utilizing talent, you know, that are living in Merced. So it really and truly is, I think, unique in the sense that, yeah, okay, there are different, you know, filmmakers and, you know, directors and things around town, but I think this is like one of the first projects where everything is really, really Merced-centric, which I think is
And
kind of
that's
groundbreaking.
weird to me. We know a filmmaker who will like go to LA or something and cast people and like why like
yeah, the last one I was
Why, yeah.
involved with, they did San Jose. They had a casting call in San Jose.
Yeah.
There's
Really
actors in Merced that are good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is that we didn't really even want to try to get all actors. Like
Right,
we wanted people that fit the roles, and we didn't want to have someone. Okay, so they're really good at acting, like they've done a lot of plays or they've been in commercials or whatever. So we wanted to spend the time to find the right people.
Right.
And we found Tina, who I don't think has ever
Has
acted
never
before.
acted before.
Tina
yeah.
DeLeon.
And
yeah.
she turned out to be freaking amazing. Like
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
have Joe Hypes, and Joe Hypes is
Oh, everybody knows Joe Hypes. Don't give him
Yeah,
any
Joe
credit.
Hypes.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I'm so
yeah,
sorry
that's
for
right. I
his
don't even
name.
talk his ego up anymore.
All right, go ahead. And who else?
Well, Garrett.
Garrett Myers.
Garrett, who
Sitting
is our
right there.
director of
Right there.
programs. Yeah. He's right over there behind the camera. Okay,
And,
yeah.
Yeah. We're actually gonna get Pau, who's a car salesman, to play one of the roles, and I think he's gonna be really good because
Right
he
on.
has that dry, like extremely dry personality.
Yes, he
so-
does.
Sort of a seediness to him too.
Yeah, there
I
is
feel
there
like
is a
he might-
seediness.
yeah, yeah.
There's a sweet seediness to him though.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel threatened, but I still feel a little icky around him.
Like he
Yeah.
could be a little dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dirty.
like I wouldn't
Could
play
be.
cards with him.
That's a wise
Like,
move.
I don't know if I'd buy a
Guy's
car from him.
taking so much of my
I
money.
like him, but
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then you have Joe. You have everybody's local.
And
Everybody's local.
actually, you are also
yeah, that's right.
in
you're
the
right.
movie,
That's right.
which we were gonna, I guess, drop that, but yeah.
No, it's
Playing
just
Dr. Callahan.
Dr. Callahan.
Yeah.
It's like 30 seconds. That's not a big deal.
It's
No.
kind of a key
Pretty
moment.
important. Yeah, actually, very important.
Pretty important.
And they made us really audition. You guys really made us audition.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, yeah, I was like, wow.
The worst thing
How
ever would
many
be to get
takes?
the wrong people and then start filming. And...
Right.
Aw,
We had
thanks.
talked about that.
I'm happy I'm the right
Yeah,
person
no,
for,
yeah,
the,
you were great.
for the creepy therapist.
No, it's not.
Not creepy.
Hold on.
It's a little
Not
creepy.
Wasn't
Look,
creepy. therapist.
Well, she just, I don't know. That's my interpretation, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. So that's really cool. So we have a clip, yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Do we want to feature Joe Hypes or Garrett?
Garrett.
The Garrett
Let's do
scene.
Garrett scene, yeah.
Which one would you like?
Garrett.
Creepy along the hallway scene?
We'll let him decide. Let Matt decide.
I want to see the closer one, I guess.
Okay.
You better.
God, are we giving Joe hypes? Are we giving him hypes again? Are we giving him props again?
Hyping up Joe.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, look at Garrett.
Drinking an energy drink
So,
and waiting.
how's the theater?
Man upstairs says we gotta do some ridiculous, absurdist satire by Gombrowicz or some fucking buddy. Says if he's gonna fund the theater, he wants to see more Polish pieces. I told him we can't fill the seats with some Polak assholes boring bullshit.
You told him that.
In so many words. Hey, how's your man? Somebody said you had him committed.
Yeah. He started saying little things under his breath in Russian to see if I'd react to it.
Who is also
So?
who acts in the Playhouse and is also a drug runner.
he's the only
Turned out he hadn't been taken.
in
So he's inside now?
like an actual actor.
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. All right, great. So go on. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
And so Tina owes him a lot of money, and she needs to kind of. She's kind of got a plan to make money, but she needs to buy herself some time. So she's
She's hustling.
a little bit.
All right. Okay.
She's got a great face for turmoil.
Why did you decide to film in black and white?
Oh, I just like it. I don't know. I don't know if we've decided yet, but I like it more. I think it's easier to control and it looks cool.
It's up for debate. I'm still fighting for color.
Are you still fighting for? Why are you fighting for color?
Because it's.
Because of the
I mean,
rawness
the
of
style
it.
of the writing is like it's noir, and I think that I don't want to try to force the issue too much, but I think that doing noir black and white it's kind of stereotypical. Like I would rather see it like oversaturated color, where it's like kind of surrealistic, but it's at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think that like the oversaturation and yeah, I mean obviously it's ultimately up to Matt, but
Right.
I gotta say the oversaturation of everything, I think it's raw and it's
Yeah.
dirty and
Yeah.
it's just
A lot of.
it's not clean,
Yeah,
you know?
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get a lot of. It's like
Yeah.
texture.
Yeah.
Scorsese movies have that like really bright red. or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
It
just
just
as
looks violent.
yeah, exactly, and that's what I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this really is kind of a violent movie.
Yeah, it's a violent movie where almost no violence.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, it's a crime film where no crime occurs.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a really good way
It's
of
all-
putting
it's all-
it.
Very
it's
violent
just-
scene.
We have one very violent scene,
Yeah,
but the murder that we're building up to never
Yeah.
occurs, which is cool. It's sort of,
don't give it all away.
fuck you guys. I don't care.
All right then.
Who's gonna?
Then go ahead.
director's
Spoiler
pick.
alert. Jesus.
Sorry. All right.
No.
But
So
that makes it more. That makes it definitely. It's like the sword of Damocles is kind of hanging the whole time.
yeah, that's cool. And what gave you the inspiration to write it?
Oh, Ben tasked me to write something. He said, "Let's write."
He
should write-
tasked you.
He tasked me. Yeah. He said you should write something that we can film in Merced.
He had another
And,
movie that we were talking about doing called Rublix.
Yeah.
That it was good, but it wasn't as good as this one.
What was the basis of that?
Well, Matt knows better than me.
Rublix is about a guy who has a deaf girlfriend, and he speaks sign language, and they go to a party, and he's sort of. She kind of tells he has a tendency to get carried away socially and kind of leave her because she can't communicate with anyone but him. And so she's sort of like, look, we're going to go to this New Year's party, but don't leave me alone. Like, you have to stay with me. And he doesn't. He ignores her. And then,
Spoiler, dude. Spoiler.
should I spoil it?
Yeah.
And then at the end, he gets blown into the pool by an explosion of fireworks that everyone thought was not going to go off, and he hits the pool and somebody saves him, and she comes to him and his hearing is gone because of the explosion, and he can only communicate with her, and so he signs. They talk in sign language, but the lines are written, but it's not subtitled, so the audience doesn't get to know what they say, and they talk, and then she leaves him on the diving board. And
So what does he say at the end?
Sorry.
What does he say?
Yeah, there's actually a funny story with that. I'll say what he says. He says something like, "I'm sorry, it's a lonely place," and she says, "Yeah," and then he says something like, there's like a funny story behind this, which is like, she says, I think he says, "How old would it be if we would have kept it?" And she says, 5 or whatever, and then he says, "Well, we didn't," and he says, "I love you," and she says, "I know," and she leaves. And I gave this script to somebody, like a local filmmaker, and one of them read it and wrote notes. And in the line where it says, "How old would it be if we would have kept it?" he wrote, "Kept what?"
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a good sign that was.
Motherfucker.
Sad to
I
hear
think
that.
that's brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
No, I think that's brilliant. And I think that I know that I think it's brilliant because, like, one of the companies that I work for is a deaf company.
Oh, yeah,
and so it's just one of those really, because you're absolutely right. There's like this deaf culture, and it's really, it's crazy when I see like hearing people get together with deaf people and just these clash of cultures, because there are very different, cultures. And then when you're taking the deaf person into, a hearing culture or vice versa, it hardly ever works.
Yeah.
It hardly ever works.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I actually don't know. I don't really know very many deaf people. I don't know that much about being deaf.
How
It's
the
not-
hell did
like,
this
all-
come in
it's
your
like all
head?
these
How does
interesting-
how
all
does this
these-
shit
all
come
these-
in your head, Matt?
All these things are. I mean, I don't know anybody
Stan.
who has Capgras. It's just
Right.
like I find ways to like.
How did you even find out about Capgras?
I found out about it because of the movie Synecdoche, New York, which has a little hidden. On like an apartment sign, there's buzzers of people's apartments, and they're all different like neurological disorders. Something one of them says Capgras, and I looked it up.
And you looked it up.
Yeah, I looked them all up, and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
God damn.
And it's that interested me because it's like, I don't know, it appeals to me to think, to like try to explain why people
How you
Do
why-
the
yeah,
things
why
that they do
people
and why people
change.
act that. Yeah,
And,
yeah. No, that's
or like
pretty cool.
yeah, I don't know anything about being deaf, but it's just like hyperbole for something I do know about. Like I had a girlfriend who was very like quiet and wasn't able to socialize with people, and I have done that before where I was like being very social and like ignoring her, and so it's just a way to sort of turn the heat
You
up.
were social?
Yeah, there was a time when I could talk to other humans.
Really?
There was a time when I could play music in front of other humans.
What the fuck happened,
I
man?
don't know, man. I lost my fucking mind. I can't even look at.
You can't even look at the camera.
I can't look at.
I'm happy
dude,
you're looking at me.
I know.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Wow,
know.
so there was a social Matt Robinson at one point.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still social.
It's funny actually in the script that we were just talking about, the what's it called, Rublix. That was actually the moment when I realized, like, I actually want to kind of work with this guy. Because the other people that I've worked with, I'd read the scripts and I'd be like, it's just a freaking dumb movie about a stupid situation.
Yeah.
And the beginning of this play, or the screenplay, starts off with the guy and his girlfriend interacting. And it was like, you realize she's deaf because she's like signing at him, and just their interactions they were fucking real. It was like, I don't know, you've seen movies where the relationship is obviously forced.
Right.
Like, pretty much every romantic comedy ever
Right.
made, you're just like, those two people should not ever talk to each other again.
Yeah.
And you could tell that they liked each other, and you could tell that they were like real people. And so I kind of just assumed that it was something, and I actually asked him at some point during one of our conversations, like, is this about you? And he was kind of like, maybe, I don't know. It's like something. It's
Well,
something.
is it? Is it about you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
About that situation.
Yeah.
They're all about me, even if I don't realize
Right.
till later.
Wow.
It would have to be,
Wow. Well, no, I think that's really interesting. And what makes a good script? Like you say, you know,
It just feels good, you know, like you're reading it. I mean, I have no idea this is the first film production I've ever actually
But you've read
followed
two
through
of his
on.
scripts then, and
I've
obviously
read
you've read others.
A couple of his scripts, and
Right.
they all have something that I'm kind of like, this has a lot of something that I appreciate. The first one that I read, Whales and Devil's Teeth, was really noir and kind of sci-fi, which I really like sci-fi, and it was just kind of odd. Like the whole time, you're just like, where the hell is this going?
Yeah.
And then he ends it, and it's just like, oh, okay, good wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel good about this time that I just spent. Like, made me question stuff, and then all of a sudden you give me a beautiful picture, and I really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
And thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And so why then Capgras? Why did you? And this is not like the actual title. It's kind of a working title. You're not
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
which I
I
think.
don't know what to
But
call
I
it.
think Capgras is kind of a cool.
You're gonna come up with something really long.
That's really
sentence.
that's a cool title to
That's
call
true.
it.
Did we say what my play was called yet?
No.
It was called The Worker of the Strings to Jerk the Fools at My Hellhound Jamboree.
Wow.
So yeah, it probably
Longest
weird titles,
title
man.
ever, but that's awesome.
I would
That's
have
cool.
not made a movie poster.
Oh, it
Playbill.
was great. That's
It
the
would have
whole-
been
the whole
like three
poster.
lines. It would have been 3 lines.
The whole poster's just a title.
text. It's just text. Yeah. Yeah. So why did you guys decide this one?
Seemed like the easiest one to film. I like Rubliks a lot, and so I wanted to save that till I knew what I was doing. So I thought this would be a good kind of test run, I guess.
That's awesome. That's great. That's great. And you guys, I mean, I know that you're working with people to get this done, and you're hoping that this will be done by.
At some point,
At some point.
man, when
Some point
everybody can
this year.
get it done. When people have time to do stuff.
Disclaimer.
Zero budget.
Dan
budget.
is filming.
Right. Zero budget film. We got to take what we can get. So.
No. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to being in it. I mean, I think it's great, and I really behind it. And it's one of the first scripts that I've read in a long time where I'm like, wow, this is really interesting and really thought provoking and just good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll
Yeah.
make one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back.
Well, get me one then,
What do you want?
please. A Crown and Diet. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm drinking a DBA.
See?
You just give me a Pabst if you want.
I love podcasts.
It's a DBA, double barrel ale.
I told you he would do this, Crown and Diet. Don't forget diet,
Yeah,
not Coke,
Were
diet.
we just saying Ben's gonna walk in and
That's
out?
what I said. I said Ben's gonna walk in and out. He's gonna be like, I'm bored with this. I'm gonna walk out. Yeah. Okay. So now then we can. This is the perfect time then to cut to 17th Street.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we are now partnering with the DLM, the Downtown Life magazine that Merced produces, which is awesome. This is really starting to become. God, effitt Productions is really. Woohoo. And we're starting to partner with them, and we are starting to kind of plug companies and organizations and establishments that advertise with the DLM.
Cool.
And so one of those is 17th Street Pub.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's that?
And you tell me, Matt. So in other with the other million things that you do, you're also a barkeep.
Yeah.
Maybe a barkeep because
Barkeep?
it's a
Okay.
pub.
Yeah.
Barkeep.
Barkeep.
Yeah. A barkeep.
Barman.
At 17th Street Pub, and I think it's awesome. So the proprietors of the Partisan also own 17th Street.
Yeah.
it's a tangled web. Everything's just all
Yeah.
intertwined. But what's so awesome about it is that if you love beer and even wine now,
Yeah.
you can go in there and you can get like just a variety of craft beers.
Oh, totally. Yeah, 18 beers on tap. Almost all of them brewed in California, and another 60 something in bottles. Very knowledgeable bartenders. It's a cool place.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, and nothing like that has ever been in Merced.
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's rare to find a bar in Merced where you don't feel like you're gonna get shot or something. You know what I mean? You ever go to Laha too?
Oh hell
I
no.
always say, oh man, it's so bright. It's so bright. I always say that they keep. I always say they keep the lights on bright so you can tell the cops who shot you.
Yeah, no, I do never. I would never ever go to Laha too. And I'm sorry. I am so.
So you can-
I'm supportive of Merced.
So you can tell
no,
the sketch
Merced.
artist.
But yeah, no, seriously, I will. I just no.
No,
Artisan
it's
and
terrible.
17th Street are mine too, but I'm biased. So yeah.
Yeah.
But if you love beer, yeah, and you're starting to. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yay.
Yes. Thanks, man.
Look at you. Yes, people help me. Thank you. But you're starting to get even like out of towners and stuff. Like people are coming in from other places that are like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Merced has grown.
We're right next to the Art Common Gar Theater, so whenever there's a big show, like it's like the nearest pub people can walk into, and yeah, we get a lot of stuff like that. Like someone came in the other day and were telling me they were going through California touring like tap houses.
And we came up on the map.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
somehow.
Awesome.
That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it is really cool.
That's awesome. That's cool. So yeah, so 17th Street, also on Main. Just how many? How many on tap? Jesus. 18 on tap, and how many?
60 something in bottles. Don't quote me on that. I don't know how many are in
A
bottles.
lot
I
in
also know.
bottles.
A whole bunch. A whole
Yeah,
fucking
a lot,
bunch.
a whole fucking bunch, and all like really high percentages. So
Yeah, I know.
you go in, and it's
That's
not
a
only
cool
like
thing.
eating a Big Mac, but you get drunk while you're doing it.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, sometimes people complain about the price, but it's like, yeah,
No,
you spend,
man, you
you
get.
spend $6.
I was gonna say, you
spend-
get a lot of bang for your buck there.
Yeah, like you spend $6 on a beer, but you're about to get turned up, as my coworker Tanisha would say.
If you're at Laha, man, somebody would be drawing a sketch of you.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, cool.
yeah. You can go to Laha too and be a chalk outline, or you can come to our bar and be okay.
You'd be all right. 17th Street. It's safe. It's safe and beautiful. Yes, that's cool.
I think we can kiss the Laha too.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't advertise in the DLM and they don't advertise on Overkill, so they can suck a bag of pumpy dicks.
Now
It's
for
all
our
good.
next commercial, Laha Sanders.
No. It's all good. Yeah. If you'd like to advertise, though, Theresa at effitt.com. It's all good. and so okay, so Ben, how did you guys meet? How did you guys get involved?
We got a mutual homie. We got a bunch of.
A mutual homie.
We got a bunch of mutual.
Yeah, we
homies.
live in Merced.
So, yeah, we've known each other for years.
But I love that about Merced.
And
I love
likewise,
it too.
Yeah.
I mean, except for that one guy, but
Oh, that guy?
yeah, this guy.
Oh,
I mean, no, not you.
oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. But actually, you said something earlier that I got to correct really quick. Just because the first show for the Mondays is not No-Nos and
Oh, who
Allison.
is it?
It's
Who is
Willie T.
Oh, it's Willie T.
and
You're right.
Jonathan
Hayden?
You're right.
On the 3rd.
Thank
March
you for
3rd.
correcting me.
Corrected.
Thank you. Yes, the
Joey
next
and
show.
Allison are on
The next
St.
show.
Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and the show's going to be every 2 weeks. Thank you for
Yeah.
correcting me on that. But Willie
I
T
gotcha.
is awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good.
Yeah,
show.
it's going to
always
be
is a
really cool.
good show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Willie
yeah,
T's
yeah.
incredible, yeah.
I hate
No.
that guy.
Why do you hate that
Because
guy?
he's so
Because he's so
good.
He's
talented.
so good.
Yeah. Everybody loves him.
Oh, but everybody loves you
I
guys.
saw him once at RC's house with a bottle of whiskey, and he was drinking by himself, and he was playing, and it was like so sad and so good. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he is. And he's just one of those too where you're just kind of you're drawn to him, but at the same time you're a little bit intimidated. You're just like, yeah, I don't know.
Where did that guy come from? Was he raised in the
Oakdale,
South?
probably?
Was he born and raised in
think he's
Oakdale? Because he
Oakdale.
has like a southern accent kind
He's
of.
Oakdale.
He's like a good old boy accent. Is he faking it?
No, I think that's just Oakdale.
Oakdale
Oh.
is the cowboy capital.
Yes.
It is the what?
The cowboy capital of the world.
No shit.
No
That's their
shit.
city motto.
No shit.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. When Dan had an office there, we would like go into like one of the local establishments, and I swear to God, They were like, you know how some like we have bike racks? They had like fucking horse racks.
They got the little
And
thing,
they'd
a
like
tire.
ride their
No way,
horses
that-
out.
that
And
little
then
thing
they'd
they
walk
throw
in.
over?
They'd
Holy
walk in
shit.
and you'd just be sitting there with like a beer and a burger or whatever, and you'd hear clink, clink, clink. And there were people walking in with spurs.
It's like a Western.
Fucking
That's awesome.
spurs in Oakdale, yeah. So yeah, no. So Willie T, yeah. Cheers. But yeah, okay. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I got you back.
All right. Okay. And I know that you were sitting here to support Matt, but you do a lot of things for the community too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got after me one of the first times I'd ever met you about throwing a cigarette butt in the middle of the
Yeah,
road.
That's because that annoys the shit out of me.
And what do you do? Because I know you hold a huge.
We started a project like 6 years ago. A couple of friends.
Talk
where it was
loud, the
just-
train's
sorry,
coming.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we started a project several years ago where I would walk over Bear Creek, and every time I'd look down, I'd just see tons of shopping carts and crap just around the R Street Bridge over
Yeah.
Bear Creek, and it was really irritating. And so I'd come here and get drunk after work and talk to my friends and be like, man, that shit just irritates the crap out of me. And they'd be like, yeah, we should clean it up. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then, hey, when?
Typical Merced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saturday.
we're totally gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
actually.
Saturday. And
It's
then,
like that. It's like that one. What is it? That one little parable about like. What is it? The chicken that's like baking the bread, but she has to
never
like
heard
go.
that
She has to, you know,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
has to go and she has to get all the supplies. She's like, "Will you go with me to get the flour?"
Yeah.
It's like, "I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go." And they go, 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 go.
cake.
And then yeah, at the very end, like she makes the bread, and then everybody wants to
everybody's
eat the
like,
fucking
"Can
bread.
we have some of your bread?
Right.
Fuck
you.
Yeah. I'm eating it myself.
I mean
you
myself.
fucking freeloader.
Nobody fucking help me.
Did she really say that?
Oh yeah, you didn't read that?
That would be my parable version. But yeah. So you created them.
I didn't create them. It was more, and that's the other thing that I need to clear up right now for anyone who's listening. The crawdads are not my organization. The crawdads are people who are down to show up and clean up our town. I'm just the dumbass that said, hey, let's do this, and then anyone's okay to set a date. Like, anybody can do this. I'm looking at everyone in this room right now.
Right now.
Anyone can do this.
He's
All you have to
glaring
do
at us.
is
He's
set a
he's
damn date.
actually glaring at us.
Set
Yeah.
a date, and then we can. Everybody will show up. We have a Facebook page. You just say, "Hey, I want to do a cleanup around my house," even if you're that type of person. And
Jesus.
You're an asshole.
I know,
yeah,
right?
exactly. If you really want to, you can. And somebody might
I
show
got
up.
this refrigerator
Yeah.
that needs to
Hey,
be taken
you guys can
away.
clean up my.
Yeah, it's not really an organization.
There's a lot
If
of
you
litter
wanna
in my
show up-
garage.
Yeah, if you want to show up, you can. So, like I said, if you're an asshole and you're like, "Hey, I want somebody to clean my house," and somebody's willing to show up and do that, then fuck yeah, good for you.
Hooray.
But so far, it's been mostly me posting. Karen's posted a couple. Brian's posted a
But a
couple.
lot of it's like Bear Creek.
Bear Creek, around downtown, usually around like holidays and stuff like that, and people are coming through. Or
People
just
are coming
days
in
that we
for-
want to hang out downtown and clean up downtown.
That's awesome.
Usually, if we see some nasty shit, then we want to clean it up. So. try to do
Define
that.
nasty shit.
Just whatever disgusting crap you can think of.
I don't know. I can think of a lot of disgusting shit.
There was
Ben.
a place down that way that literally had bags. I guess it was like a homeless area for a while, and
Oh,
they were
God.
camping out, and so there were
Don't
bags
tell me.
of poop.
Yep, bags
Just,
of
like,
shit.
wrapped up and stuck nicely around this dumpster.
Oh, God.
And, like-
At least
and-
they were stacked
yeah,
nicely.
Well, they were stacked, but then there'd also be poo all over the bags. So it wasn't like.
So
It was,
is it a hazard? Do you guys
Yeah.
have to come in like
yeah,
with like
people
gloves
started going
and shit?
towards it, and then it was like, no, don't touch that. We got to call the county to get over here and take care of
Yeah.
this because
So-
that's
yeah.
hazardous.
So did the county come and take care
They
of
did,
it?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
because it
All
was a county problem.
That's good.
definitely, yeah.
That's good. At
Ben
least
has
they
a
can
really
do
good
that.
story about a guy who helped him, who came to the cleanup.
Oh
and
god, I
was
don't want to tell the story.
no, really?
Yeah, you talking about
The-
Nathan?
Yeah. I am
Oh,
talking
you
about
have
Nathan.
to.
I don't want to talk about.
You
him.
have to.
He's a sweetheart.
You
but
have
he's
to.
just a weird dude.
You
gotta
have
watch
to.
this.
Doesn't matter.
He's
might.
like homeless.
You have to. Yeah, he doesn't have internet access.
Can I tell it?
Go ahead. You tell the story.
This guy shows up. I wasn't there, by the way. It's weird for me to tell it.
It'd be way more interesting this way.
Yeah, all right. This guy shows up to help clean up, and I think he's down in some kind of ditch or creek bed, and he's got a bag of trash.
Oh, I was gonna say
And
bag of poop.
he's got a bag of
Right.
shit.
Okay, bag of
Just
shit.
carrying.
Okay.
He's got a bag of trash, and this guy, he's like a downtown figure right now, kind of.
Is he?
He's like,
I haven't seen
well,
him
I
in a
see him
while.
around. Okay.
He's a
I
downtown
haven't seen him
homeless
in a while.
figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because we do have those. We have a
Yeah,
lot of
totally.
like, yeah, okay,
He was making a
iconic
name for
homeless
himself.
people. We
He
have
wasn't-
iconic homeless
He
people.
wasn't the top. He wasn't Batman.
He was okay.
Or
No, he was
anybody like that.
He's like the indie rock homeless guy.
the
B-list.
indie rock.
B-list.
Okay, B-list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay. So B-list. So Nathan is a B-lister.
He's B-list homeless.
Homeless, iconic person. Okay. All right. So please go on.
He's like down in this creek bed, and he has a bag of trash, and I think he had a rope.
He had a rope to climb out.
He had a rope to climb out with, and he couldn't do both, so he puts the bag of trash in his mouth, and like
It
lifts
gets
himself
better.
up.
This is the best
he
part.
gets himself up.
Right.
He gets all the way up.
So he's the
and-
Rambo of homeless people.
Wait for it.
And yeah. And our friend Dan, call him Handsome Dan.
Handsome
like,
Dan.
Just you put guys
Chiseled
probably know.
chest.
Hey.
Just gorgeous man.
Yeah, chiseled.
We aspire to be him.
Yeah.
Now he's standing right here.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Right here.
God, he's in the room.
Yoo-hoo.
Okay. All right. Handsome Dan. All right.
Handsome
okay.
Dan walks over, and the guy's got the bag in his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, let me get that for you," and grabs it, and it's like fuck, he can't even hold it in his arm. This dude's carrying his teeth because he has meth addict strength. He has drug addict superpowers. Incredible.
Gums of steel.
Yeah.
How we debunked the rotten teeth.
If you don't give a
thing.
fuck about your teeth, you
Yeah.
can lift anything.
Gums of steel. So what was in the bags?
Trash.
His horrible
You
trash.
didn't know? Oh, see, I would have had to have looked. That would have like piqued my curiosity
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
It's like bricks.
It wasn't poo.
Nah, maybe. It might have
That
been-
was a
might
lot
have
of
been
fucking
bags of
shit
poo.
then.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. We
Oh
found
my gosh.
needles and all kinds of shit that day.
No,
so
but
it's
that's
pretty gross.
awesome that you do that. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
you
that
really
is
do.
really
You.
I know it's pretty awesome.
It's
yeah.
pretty awesome. So
we
stop.
try.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
awesome.
so stop trying to like go. I don't really do anything.
No, it's not that I try to do that. It's that that's the case. Like I just show up, and then I stand around my car while everyone else works, so that I can tell people.
Bullshit.
Like, oh, no, I swear to God, this is how it happens.
Do you
I
honestly
I
not-
used to even
you
buy
don't-
coffee. I don't even do that anymore because I was like, it costs me fucking much, and I'm poor.
Yeah.
And so now I just stand
So you
around
don't-
for like 30 minutes. Everybody else shows up, and then I'm like, okay. And this is the limit of my goal, which is the camera. That's the one. The limit of my entire role as leader is to say, okay, guys, I guess we should clean up now. And then everyone disperses, and then I stand there still.
You don't help at all.
No, I help, but
Okay.
I wait like 45 minutes while everyone else is
Why
doing the hard
should
work.
he with Nathan and his fucking meth
Right.
gums of
Yeah.
steel are
Yeah.
around? Like, yeah, I'm
Just
able to
in
climb a
case.
rope with trash in his mouth.
Just
That's
in case
awesome.
someone shows up, I gotta be buying a truck, smoking a cigarette, and drinking some more coffee.
That
Well-
makes me feel better about never having gone to.
No,
crowd
everybody else works
It makes
really
me
hard.
feel a little bit better too. But that's really, really cool because you do. Because I will never forget. You got so upset with me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And you changed.
I bet you never
re-
did that again.
Nope.
I hope not.
Nope. I never did it again. Now I'm like,
Somebody has to pick that shit up.
no, I don't. Seriously. Now I actually like butt it out even if there's not like the ashtray around, and I put it in the trash can.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
And then I look around and make sure that it's not caught on fire. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, because that would be even worse. Matt's pleased.
I didn't know. Could you cut to her?
I saw it coming.
He's a good, good technical director. Oh my gosh.
Here comes the tissue.
That reminds me of this. So this is one of the first times we're sitting down to talk about this film, and Matt Robinson's calling his doctor. For some reason, I can't remember why, you were calling your doctor, and I'm sitting there and just talking to him, and he's like, oh, hold on a second, I gotta take a phone call, and he literally puts his head under the table to talk to this guy.
It was like, I think it was windy out or something.
No, it was not. It was a beautiful summer day.
It's HIPAA. It's HIPAA. He wanted confidentiality, man. He was like, fuck this shit. You ain't listening to my problems.
Oh, it was so good. But I was sitting right there. He wasn't hiding anything. Yeah. He was just like, what are you doing? Oh, it was just
And at that point, you were like,
comfortable.
I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
I think you were laughing at me that day because I was asking for a specific doctor, like, because I was like, is this doctor here? And
Right.
they're like, no. And I was like, okay, who do you got? And they're like, we got this guy. And I said, I don't like him either.
I want to talk to someone I've never talked to before. This guy
like
tells me
music.
that I'm okay, and I don't believe that shit.
Oh, yeah. That's why I want a doctor to find out what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I need to find out what's wrong
Yeah.
with me. God
If
damn
you
it.
say anxiety again, I'll fucking kill you. There's something wrong.
Love it. I love it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. We have one more Bella Luna that we're going to do. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yay! The
Hey,
night
look at that
starts
cute
here.
couple, yeah.
I know. Look at that cute couple. Yay! So Bella Luna is fucking awesome.
Yeah, you should probably look at the food too.
Yeah, look at the food. Yeah, don't just look at my boobs. They were very
the
apparent.
beer bottle.
That you believe me,
is
that
perfectly
was
placed.
and that was perfectly
great
placed.
product
That's what
placement.
Tom did. That's what Tom was
We're gonna
like.
look at your breasts.
There's
and there's a beer bottle
too
there.
many titties here. We're
Yeah.
gonna like go ahead and put the beer right in front. Yeah. So Bella Luna homemade pizzas. They have a full bar also now. They've got wine and they've got beer and they.
But not the selection that you'll find at the 17th Street.
No, not the selection that you will find there at all. No. My thing, my do is full bar every time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they've got Crown. Okay, I'm there. Yeah. Because the beer, like I said, 17th Street's awesome, but it's like eating a Big Mac
Yeah.
and then just like and getting drunk and then not being able to move
I
The
know.
worst hangover
for a
of your
long
life.
period
Yeah.
of time. Yeah. So no. But Bella Luna, also located on Main. We are such like Main centric.
Yeah.
It's downtown.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Friday nights, that's where the evening starts.
I like that. Add that. Add
The evening starts.
Where's it end, Theresa?
Yeah. Like I said, on the couch, watching Netflix, House of Cards. That's
All
what we're
day.
doing right now. I know. Yes, we live the charmed life. But yeah, please go check them out too. Anybody in the Merced area and even outside, Turlock, Modesto, come out. It's worth it. It's worth it. And we do. And we go. The night starts there. We go out to the Partisan, go down to the 17th Street. It's awesome. Yeah. So it's cool. So man, guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm really,
yeah.
no, we
That was
cheers,
really-
we
oh,
cheers,
we cheers.
and I'm really looking forward to
Are
the
there more
film, and I'm so excited that we actually have, really just talented people in Merced that are willing to stay in Merced and willing to, grow this awesome place that a lot of people still kind of the naysayers.
Yeah.
The naysayers.
You know what is funny is it'd be a lot harder to do this in like LA or something.
I think it
To
would
make
too.
this movie, you know what I mean? To get
I think
people
it would
to
too.
work for free and everything, I think it'd be a lot more difficult.
I think it would too. Well, and I think that goes down to, and it's kind of funny because a lot of people would say desperation. I think it's just because so many people have faith in this city and faith in the people that are here, living in this city. And I think that's what makes this community so awesome. So thank you guys for being a part of it, and thank you guys for being on Overkill. And I'm going to take away RC's catchphrase. I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Peace.